as things look so far, ODM is splitting. I can say there is trouble in paradise. Remember, ODM is one of the largest opposition parties in this country in the longest time in history. But currently, there is going to be a very huge split. For instance, you could listen to the MP from Western say that they live like orphans in that party, and that they'll defend Sifuna against anything. We know Sifuna is one of the biggest government critic, and currently in this tornado of politics in Kenya, if you want to survive, don't align yourself with the current president. Why am I saying this? If you check someone like Ali Hassan Joho, he was really influential, but since he accepted the seat of the cabinet secretary in government, he has lost that touch with the people. So I think what people like Sifuna are doing is protecting their image with the nation. They do not want to associate themselves with this government at all costs, at any moment in time. So if you want to become a very good leader right now, don't associate yourself with the President William Ruto's government. So Raila lost the AU chairmanship. He's back in Kenya. He had a rally in Busia. If you're very keen, Babu missed that rally, and he announced he's coming back to Kenyan politics. But the question is, what is he coming to do? His age has gone. I think it's high time Raila endorsed someone and leave the political space with a good legacy rather than tainting it more and more. So the question is, will ODM remain an opposition party? But already the party is like falling apart, because there are people who do not sit well with whatever ODM is doing, and they are still members of that party, the ODM party. You see, you cannot tell us ODM is an opposition party and yet the same ODM is in government. We have 4 people from ODM who are in government as cabinet secretaries, and also you cannot say that ODM will not back up Ruto 2027, yet those guys will want that job back. Weziniambia Joe atataka kukaa nje serikali for another 5 years, na already ashonja utamwoko kwa serikali. Weziniambia Mbadi hao wasengine that they'll be out of government for 2 years, for 5 years. I don't think so. So it's either Raila endorses Ruto right now, get done with this shit, or he leaves Ruto right now, goes and forms a coalition with Akina Rigathi Gachagua, take Ruto down in 2027. But also, if people are not keen, the opposition, if it will not have a clear strategy on taking down Ruto in 2027, people will still hate them the same way they hate Ruto. But ladies and gentlemen, today let's talk about why the people from UDA want Raila Odinga to be made Kenya's Prime Minister, because he's a man who should be contained at all costs. Now, you see, the idea of Raila Odinga taking up a prime minister position in government has been floating around Kenyan politics for a long period of time, since he lost the AU chairmanship to the Djibouti candidate Mahmoud Yusuf, with some of President William Ruto's allies subtly endorsing it. While this might seem surprising at first, a deeper political analysis will reveal to you people that this could be a strategic move designed to benefit Ruto and his administration in multiple ways. And here is why I think the move to have Raila as a prime minister is a way to benefit Ruto. Number one, keeping Raila politically engaged and contained. Now, you see, Raila has been a formidable opposition leader, consistently has been mobilizing mass protests, challenging government projects, and shaping Kenya's political discourse. And by giving him a formal role in government, Ruto's allies could be looking to neutralize his ability to rally the opposition against the administration. A prime minister position would mean Raila is part of the system, he is part of the government, and that will lead to reducing his incentive to organize large-scale resistance movement like the ones we saw in 2023 and the other time when he told Kenyans to boycott certain things from the government. The second thing, dividing the Azimio coalition and weakening the opposition. Already the opposition is weakened. Azimio already split. Some people went with Kalonzo. ODM, I think, remained alone. And currently, as I've told you in the beginning of the video, ODM already in itself is facing some rift. There is a chance of it splitting before 2027. There are people who leave that party. The likes of Akina Babu Owino, the likes of Akina Sifuna. These people might leave that party. The likes of Akina Caleb Amisi. These people might leave that party before 2027. And you see, if Raila is to take up a prime minister position, it could lead to divisions within the Azimio la Umoja One coalition. Some of these key allies the likes of Akina Kalonzo who have already left, Matakarua, Eugene Wamalwa, they'll feel more sidelined and more betrayed, because they already felt sidelined when Raila went to form the broad-based government with the name that is trying to bring unity in the country. And this could easily create more internal cracks in the opposition, making it easier for Ruto to dominate future elections, including the critical 2027 political contest. And that's why I'm saying, if the members of opposition are not keen, Ruto will be re-elected again in 2027. Now, another reason why they want Raila to become the prime minister is because they need a smooth pass for Ruto in 2027. And by co-opting Raila into government, Ruto's allies could be aiming to eliminate him as a major contender in 2027. You see, historically, if you go back in the books of history, Raila's presidential bid have been disruptive to incumbents. Whenever Raila is vying, it has been a disruptive election. If he takes up the prime minister position, he may lose the moral ground to run again in 2027 or be too politically compromised to mount a serious challenge. And this could only leave Ruto with a much weaker opponent such as Kalonzo Musyoka, making a re-election easier. And you see, already Raila has lost that touch with people. That's why I'm saying Raila should not vie even in 2027. I'll do another video on that. You see, when he went for AU, Kenyans did not support him. He has come to Kenya, Kenyans are not supporting him. Raila should quit politics. Like, he has already done his part. It's time for him to just go and do something else. Boosting international perception and political stability. You see, the presence of Raila in government could reassure foreign investors and the international community that Kenya's leadership is united. Okay, because the international community knows Raila as a rebel. And this will be particularly important in securing economic partnerships, foreign aid and development funding. And also, additionally, with Raila in government, the likelihood of political unrest and protest will significantly decrease, stabilizing the country's economy. Because we know Raila as the kingmaker of organizing protests in this country. So you have Raila in government, Raila cannot organize protest. Organize protest against the government that is in. Anyway, Raila is still a rebel and he might decide not to join the government. Expanding Ruto's political base, already Ruto lost the mountain, so by bringing Raila into government, Ruto's allies might be looking to widening or broadening the Kenya Kwanza coalition's appeal in Raila's stronghold, especially that is Nyanza, Western and the Coast region. And you see, this could really help Ruto consolidate votes or more support across the country, making his 2027 campaign even stronger, considering the fact that he has lost the mountain that happened when he impeached Rigathi Gachagua. So, also, you see, there are so many potential risks that are coming with this move by these allies to have Raila in government. You see, Raila could still use his position to challenge Ruto. If given the prime minister role, Raila could build a new political base within the system and later turn against Ruto, whatever he did with Moi in 2002. Backlash from Ruto supporters. Some of Ruto's dire supporters may reject any form of partnership with Raila, seeing it as a betrayal of their hard-fought victory in 2022. And also that will apply to allies of Raila Odinga who are in ODM. Lastly, opposition leaders may exploit the situation. Figures like Kalonzo, Karua and Wamalwa may position themselves as the true opposition, gaining traction against both Ruto and Raila. If Raila joins with Ruto, it will give Akina Wamalwa a very strong base. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, those are just my personal views. Let me know your views. Let me know your views in the comment section. Why do you think is the main intention of Ruto's allies to have Raila in government as a prime minister?